Congressman Roger Williams joins us. The government is shut down right now, so he's out looking for things to do. Congressman, not real busy lately, have you been?
Well, we've been busy, but not busy. If I was listening to you all throw around all that money, it put me in for $1,000.
Yes.
Done.
It's a done deal. Yes, sir.
Well, so when are we going to see the government open back up, or should we hope that it stays closed for a while?
Well, I think that I don't see an end in sight, actually. I mean, I might say we probably go back by Thanksgiving, but this should have never happened. This is a continuing resolution we voted on September 30th to keep the government open, keep the economy going. Same thing that the Democrats had voted for 8 or 9 times under Biden. But it's gotten political. Chuck Schumer's leading the way, as everybody calls it, the Schumer shutdown. Mm-hmm. And he's hijacked Main Street America. I can tell you, chairing the Small Business Committee, small business is hurting right now. Not being able to borrow money, not being able to get loans. It's a real problem that needs to end.
I read something yesterday, Congressman, about some insider information that came out where it seems that Schumer is afraid of changing this up because of the radical leftists within his party coming after him, or something along those lines. What are you hearing?
Well, you hear that AOC is threatening, but here's the shame of the whole thing. When you're in politics, you run for office. There's a winner, there's a loser. And to protect his legacy and to protect his personal agenda and put the bulk of it on small businesses in America is just wrong. And I think that's the problem. I think, if he decided they were going to vote for this CR we passed today, it would pass and we'd be back in business. But it's not going to happen that way. And, the problem is they want us, the CR was clean. It was clean CR, just open the government up. But now they want us to extend Obamacare. They want us to, open up the border. You see all the things they want attached to it. That needs to be done after we open up, not before.
Well, let's hope you don't open up the border afterwards. I don't want to see that happen.
Well, none of that's going to happen from the Republican side, but these are things the Democrats want.
Yeah.
And these attachments, and it never was that way. There was time to talk about that before we passed the CR.
How do they explain in the list that Mike Jackson was going over? Johnson, I believe. I'm sorry, Mike Johnson. $4 million for bridge lessons in Guyana. I mean, you have this ridiculous list. How do they justify sticking to stupid things like that?
Well, I guess and it is stupid. I guess they justify it. Their whole thing is to demean President Trump, not let him have any wins, any successes, and it's totally taken their party in an unbelievable way. But it's all about Trump. It's all about not letting him have any credit. But he's getting it anyways. But what he's done in the Middle East is unbelievable. The economy is ready to go. We're going to get hopefully three more tax cuts, maybe by the end of December. That's going to send this economy skyrocketing. And it's all it needs to go. But we got the shutdown, and it's like having a break on it. Mm-hmm. And I hope we can get it done before Thanksgiving.
When do you vote again? When was the next thing that happens?
Well, I think the Senate is supposed to vote today on a separate bill that pays the military, pays the FAA, and some of these agencies we've got to have open. I don't know when we'll vote again in the House, but the Senate, see if they pass that. And if they pass that in the Senate, I'm sure we'll be called back to vote on that and get our soldiers paid, which is paramount.
Oh, we always end the interview with how's the car business. I'll ask you that. Plus, the electric car business. What has happened with that since the tax credit went away?
Well, the car business is good, and we're grateful for that. The EV business is just all but dissipated. There are no tax credits, but there shouldn't be. I mean, every product and anything should stand on its own. But here in Texas, people want something that's going to pull a horse trailer, a jet ski, and a boat, and not be tied up on the side of the road with an electrical problem. And I'm in the business, but I'm just telling you,
right.
Where we are, people want to buy what they want, and that's trucks and trailers and go out and enjoy yourself.
Mm-hmm. I never understood the government coming in and saying this is the kind of car, this is the kind of engine, the government setting it rather than the market setting it. That never made sense, and that was destined to fail.
Well, it was because it needs to be consumer driven, entrepreneurship, free markets. They got in there and said you need to buy this, but they've done that in the past with energy, right? Solar and all the others. They're trying to force that down our throats by giving tax breaks. It doesn't work. Let competition work. Let competition drive it, and the consumer will come out better than ever.
Congressman Roger Williams, thank you so much. We appreciate you coming on today.
All right. God bless you guys. Thank you.
Likewise. Thank you.